Good evening. Welcome back to 102.7 Shop FM. We are the Nerds of the North, and that was our nostalgic break. So we started off there today with Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love, from the Back to the Future film. Following that was Turtle Power by Partners in Crime, and that would be from the original Ninja Turtles live-action film. And finishing off, Bobby Brown's On Our Own, from Ghostbusters 2. Perfect songs for a nostalgic flashback. And since Back to the Future, Ninja Turtles, and Ghostbusters was something we all saw over the weekend, it's a nice segue for Comic-Con. So you went with me down to Comic-Con, and that was your first major convention?
Yeah, that was my first con.
What did you think of the experience?
It was pretty good actually.
We left early.
Yeah, we left early. Caught a bus going downtown Toronto. It was a pretty empty bus. It was a good ride down there.
It was an empty bus, and then we hit construction traffic.
Yeah, construction traffic. People were starting to get off the bus before it even got to the stop.
Yeah, the bus took like almost 15 minutes to try and get into the station.
Yeah, so that was all right. I'm very patient.
We're not in that much of a hurry.
Yeah,
that's part of the reason why we left early.
Yeah.
Just in case transit was weird.
We stopped down in Union Station, grabbed a bite to eat. I know I asked you if we should go and grab something to eat or go check the lineup, but we definitely got lucky though. We timed it pretty good.
We had almost the perfect timing. We stop, we have our lunch. We hunt our way through the Skywalk, which I think everything downtown around Union Station is under construction because it was hard to find your way around for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we get there, we walk through the Skywalk, down 3 different levels, and we see a smattering of people everywhere. Some in costumes, some not, but a lot of badges and pins and funky t-shirts, and you could tell you were in the right place. But we're looking around and we're like, well, okay, I see press booth, I see prop weapon sign in, I see a coat check, I see volunteer information, and if you were the premium pass holder for Fan Expo, this is where you would pick up your tickets. Well, where's the standard ticket booth?
Yeah.
And we're looking around trying to find out where we're supposed to line up, and then suddenly this line appears.
Yeah. The one thing though, right before this happened, I thought it was pretty funny the way we kind of found our way through the Skywalk. You're like, see that guy? This was down in the subway station. You're like, see that guy with that hat? He's like,
oh yes.
That's from Fairy Tale. Follow.
Not Fairy Tale.
Or wasn't.
No, we leave Union Station, and walking ahead of me is someone with the red, orange, and yellow woolen hat that Jane wears in Firefly.
Oh, okay.
And I just looked at you and went, okay, there you go. Any money, they're going to the con, because that's a Firefly hat.
That was a good one. But back to the line situation.
Yeah, this line appears out of nowhere, and then we get shuffled around into so many different locations, and I don't think you could do this with most other events. Nerds,
we just
enforced our own line. Like, usually if you're weaving back and forth in a snake-like pattern to try and pack the most number of people into a small area, there's guide ropes that you don't go across. The security just bent us in a line, like a shallow S formation for 3 or 4 rows.
I was really hesitant that was going to stay like that until we got in the entrance.
And when the line started walking, like, everybody progressed in their arcing line, and nobody jumped line because you'd be yelled at by other nerds.
I'm really glad they don't give away anything in the doors, at least not this time, because that would have been a chaotic, crazy mess.
Oh, right out in front of the doors?
Throughout the whole thing, like you go down the escalators or the stairs, and then they brought us into the room right
where you get your tickets.
Where you get your tickets or your wristbands or whatever, and we're just all kind of mowed into this massive area, and then they bring us forward. They just keep bringing us up and up and up. And then finally we get to the front, and then they bring us all the way back out the way we came in, just to go through a smaller door.
Well, yeah, just to go through a smaller door, not the actual opening inside.
Yeah.
But how it ended up, it worked quite well, and we were about the first 30 to 50 in the convention.
For sure.
So that was prime location for us. We got to do a little bit of looking around before everything got packed in. And
talked with a couple people in
hilarious conversation. Like, you were standing there. It's about half an hour until the con officially starts, and we're enjoying conversation with a group beside us whose friends didn't bother leaving London, Ontario until 2:00.
And thought they would make it in time.
And thought they'd be okay making it to Toronto in time for the convention. We're from Newmarket, and we left at 2:00.
Yeah.
So, just goes to show just how off your timing can be when it comes to full frontal nerdity, as they called the con.
Yes.
Well, getting through and getting inside. It's been a while since I've been at any conventions, and as I remember it, it is a flea market for nerds. So much. There was so much eye candy in the form of merchandise and cosplay everywhere. We spent like the first hour roaming in silence.
Yeah. I must have covered a lot of ground in there.
I stopped at booths normally I would never have stopped at before, because I never used to bother with the comic books.
Yeah, well,
and then I stopped this time, and
when you go through Artist Alley, the whole section is
Artist Alley is a sight to behold.
Like the guy that we stopped there for a minute, the drinking RPG game. That one was pretty funny to see.
Yeah, the tabletop drinking RPG game, that was quite a strange little sight there. I actually picked up a couple of prints from some artists down in Artist Alley, and wow, they are amazing. I'll post photos for everybody up on the YouTube channel site, but these guys can draw.
You're going to have to give me the link to the website, the one guy that was selling the Goku toy that he gave you his card.
Oh, yes. I ended up with a pocket full of business cards.
Yeah.
But, we'll definitely give you that out. But so much to see. Just some of the costumes that we ended up spotting. There were people running around as Pokemon.
Yeah.
Of course, we had the Avengers. I saw 2 or 3 different Batmans. I did see a Harley Quinn walking around at some point.
Yeah, I think I did as well.
I actually did catch some Dragon Ball Z, but it was very much at the last second.
Yeah, I seen a female Saiyan warrior.
Yeah, there was a lot of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
A lot of Doctor Who. As usual, there's always a couple of Jedis roaming around.
Yeah.
We saw the one guy from Fairy Tail.
Yes,
I don't know if I would walk around barefoot at a con just because it's part of my costume.
Yeah, it's going pretty far.
I would wear barefoot with sandals.
But you know if you found a hardcore fan, they'd be like,
that is clearly a hardcore fan for Fairy Tail.
Why are you wearing shoes? And then he'd be like, oh man, now I gotta take them off.
Like, how long would it take to try and, how long do you think it took for them to draw that tattoo on properly?
Yeah, that would be... I'd want to spend some time getting it right, but who knows?
Yeah, there was a lot of fun stuff to see. Then we're walking through the corridor, and the Daleks roam out and start wandering around the corridors, exterminating people.
that was a good.
That was hilarious. You almost got charged by R2-D2.
Yeah, R2 almost ran me over. Like, I don't know if he was expecting me to move, but he just missed me. I actually got a picture of him as he was coming towards me, and I was like, I'm standing my ground and taking this picture.
Yeah, but there's all kinds, like, if you're looking for it, you can find it at the con. I found anime series and television shows that I never expected them to even have out on DVD yet, and they're there.
Yeah.
And manga, oh man, the manga that we found. Like,
I was really tempted. I'm definitely going to end up spending some money on there. Fan Expo, probably.
Well, there was a booth dedicated to Harry Potter costumes.
Yeah.
You can get
There
yourself
was a lot of people around there at the very beginning.
Oh, that was like trying to fight teeth to get through, and
Yeah, get the wand that you wanted. It didn't seem like there was a lot of wands, but like...
Well, then again,
Still.
it was just we went Friday when they opened up, so...
Yeah.
You got lost in the cave of T-shirts.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Man, I looked at those wall of T-shirts for so long, trying to decide if I wanted one or not. I really wanted a Dragon Ball Z T-shirt or shirt of some kind.
Yeah, we'll have to find the right one.
Yeah.
But, the glass Dragon Balls that were there that we saw.
Those were good.
You were able to find the other edition of the Blu-ray that you were looking at. The next season of that.
Yeah, I was actually watching season 1 before we went on air.
It's just astonishing, the amount of stuff that we were able to see. And
Even,
you sit there and when you're talking with everybody. Like, I scared the crap out of one of the shop owners because he has this Goku figurine. And it's Goku in yellow track pants and a red jacket riding a bicycle. And I pointed it out to you, just like, whoa, check it out, Dragon Ball Z. And he looks at me with this smug grin on his face. He's like, do you know where that's from?
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, it's actually the cover art off of the edition of Dragon Ball Z where he goes Super Saiyan for the first time. That's what the number 34 is for, because they're all consecutively numbered from Dragon Ball up. And he's, like, deer in the headlights looking at me like, okay, I didn't know that much detail exactly, but you got it. You're like the first person who's gone, oh, I know where that's from.
That's pretty good. That was actually a pretty good one right there.
Or talking with the one anime dealer, we spent like 10 minutes talking with him, and he's pointing out all the stuff that we never thought would have existed.
Yeah, that guy was really cool.
The full series
Did you get a card from that guy?
I don't think I got a card from that guy, but I know where I can find him.
Yeah.
I got looked at the full series there of Samurai Pizza Cats.
Yeah.
Which
drew
me like a moth to a flame. I saw that and was just like, oh man, I didn't know this existed.
Yeah. I was really thinking about buying some of the manga that was off of a lot of the anime that I've watched on Netflix recently.
You were looking at picking up a Chobits anthology?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I still might do it.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure yet.
It's just a real surprise when you're wandering around, and the best part about it is you're hearing all the conversations, and you can jump in at any point and say anything, and you're not having to worry about, oh, is this person going to freak out?
Yeah.
No, because you're all in a group of like-minded people. It's so much fun. Oh man.
The booth that we came to, the guy pulling out a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Z figures.
Oh yes, the Dragon Ball Z figurines guy.
Somebody was trying to, at the same time we were pretty much thinking of Dragon Ball, we look over at this booth, or the stand, and the guy running the stand starts pulling out
bags and bags of collections of Dragon Ball Z figurines.
Yeah, and then one guy is looking to buy some of them, and he grabs one of each. I think he had at least 10 separate collections of them.
Yeah, he bought everything Dragon Ball Z that guy had.
Yeah, that was.
And I just looked at you and I'm like, you see, that's what nerds do.
Yeah, he was pretty serious.
Nerds at cons, when they find it, they buy it because they don't know when they're going to see it again.
Yeah, I'd want to see the rest of that guy's collection. It'd be interesting to see what else he's got.
It kind of would.
Because, I don't know.
Well, look, the two prints that I got I've ended up now almost dedicating a section of wall.
Yeah.
That's just going to be Turtles art.
Yeah, because you never know what you're going to get next time we go.
Oh, you're right about that, but like everything we found a section you could have bought plush tails and cat ears on headbands.
Yeah.
Custom-made jewelry, artist supplies,
Yeah,
6 different replica and real replica weapons dealers. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff you can find. And the entire time this is going on, you're hearing like music from Star Wars going off because somebody just triggered something in a box, or advertisement because the 501 Legion is over there doing a photo contest, or announcements that such and such an actor is now making their way to her autograph signing. And
one of the first things we did, I guess, when we decided to go back out, we stumbled upon the Ontario Ghostbusters.
yes, we came across the Ontario Ghostbusters, one of the groups that when we applied for our press passes was a group we really wanted to talk to. And I think we'll get more into them after the break.
Okay, we'll take a break.
Because I've got a lot of information for them. They were the highlight of the convention day when we went and sat down with them to talk for a few minutes. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a musical break here on 102.7 Shop FM. Nerds of the North will be back, and here's another earworm from Frozen. This is Let It Go. Okay, welcome back. 102.7 Shop FM and the Nerds of the North. Continuing on with our Comic-Con stuff, as we said before the break. Mind you, what we just played was Let It Go from the Frozen soundtrack, sung by Idina Menzel. And then Neil Finn's Song on the Lonely Mountain from the first Hobbit film.
Yes.
So, continuing on with our Comic-Con news. When we left the sales floor, right out there in front of the sales floor exit was a booth set up. And the first thing I noticed was this massive poster banner of Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. I'm like, what? Did they literally pull that out of the art frame? Like, that thing's huge. And it's got this sign on it that says, "Put on a pack and take a photo." I'm like, what? No. We step out, there is the Ontario Ghostbusters booth. These guys are dressed up in full Ghostbusters costume, including a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that was walking around.
Yep.
They had all kinds of different replica props that they've made, from the NES Advantage controller that they used to operate the Statue of Liberty,
Yeah.
to mason jars of the slime, or ectoplasmic residue, or the anger-making residue of the pink slime. They had, it's not Ghostbusters without it, but they had a mountain of Twinkies.
Yeah.
Because you can't explain Ghostbusters without the Twinkie. It doesn't work. And what I liked that I saw is they're all wearing the black mourning band on their arm.
That was a key touch.
Is just engraved, or not engraved, stitched on there with Ramus's name. That was very nice to see. Very good touch for the uniforms. And guys, your uniforms looked great. Like, that was... I've seen you once or twice at different events, but this is the first time really getting up close and looking at you guys and seeing the costumes, and actually even getting to talk to you, because that was a lot of fun. You know, I got to put the pack on, have my photo taken with Vigo. I think at one point, Stay Puft, before they got distracted by another photo op, was coming around to drop in and get in behind the photo there. But it was pretty great, and I actually sat there and I talked with two of them for a few minutes, just to find out what Ontario Ghostbusters was about. And what they're about is they're primarily a charity group.
Yeah.
They have their own charity. This charity is called the Busted Toys Charity. Started by Ontario Ghostbusters to replace busted or outdated toys and games in hospitals and shelters. Wow.
Yeah, these guys...
Can you think of a better thing that can be done? Like, how many broken toys do you see on average?
Quite a bit.
Stuff that just gets tossed out.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're replacing with the old stuff with broken stuff, but if it can be fixed, they fix it, give it a second life.
Yeah.
And they said just this year they donated, 3 iPads to McMaster's Children's Hospital?
I believe so.
I believe that was the information. They have all the proper information up on their website, ontarioghostbusters.ca. But their Busted Toys charity is something that really touched my heart. I've known kids that have been down at Sick Kids Hospital. And as it says, when these guys come in to make a delivery, they don't send in the Purolator guy with a box.
No.
No, they walk in, head to toe, Ghostbusters garb. And the Ghostbusters are there to distribute new toys and games for the kids. That is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a good touch.
That is a great touch. It's a brilliant idea. You know what? I congratulate you guys on what you do and the work that you've done. It's just an amazing thing that there's a charity out there that's doing stuff like that. I know there's a lot of other charities out there in the world, and I'm just focusing on one. But I'm focusing on one that's local to us.
Yeah.
And 4 charities that are local to us. Now, at the convention, they had a raffle going on. And the raffle was to win one of their proton packs, designed by some of their master prop builders.
The ones that they had there themselves were pretty good.
Dude, it's almost a replica to the one that I put on, and
Yeah.
that thing had some serious weight. It felt good.
Yeah.
It felt like I was actually carrying a real proton pack, minus the risk of, the unlicensed nuclear accelerator that it actually is. But no, it's a great prop that you got to wear. And the raffle to win it, you can enter at a convention that they're at, or you can go to their website and enter online, and they will send the tickets off to you. All proceeds brought in by this raffle are going to Toronto's Sick Kids Hospital.
Yeah.
That's something that it almost made my jaw drop when I read this and when they were talking about it. That is, if you want to raise in money for a charity, and you're at a nerd convention, and they're like, yeah, we want to do this for Sick Kids Hospital, you're going to get a lot of people to do it.
Yeah.
Because children are tomorrow, and they deserve the best that they can. And if they're in Sick Kids Hospital to getting the treatment that they need, I like to see that they're happy there while they're there. Because it's no fun to be in a hospital, and if this one small donation from raffling off a proton pack is going to make a difference for them, you know what? We're going to help on our end and make sure it's a difference, because I'm going to enter this raffle.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone else out there does too if they find them. They are going to be at different events. They're going to be at the 80s Toy Fair in Mississauga.
Yep,
in
that's
May.
on May 4th.
They are going to be at Comic-Con Niagara Falls in June.
Yep.
And they will be at Fan Expo Canada in August.
Yes. All events that hopefully we can make it to.
Hopefully we're going to make it to at least 2 of these.
Yeah.
Now, the draw for the pack will be taking place at Fan Expo Canada, 4 p.m. on August 31st, the last day of the convention. If you want full contest details, as I said, go to OntarioGhostbusters.ca. You can find them there. They're fantastic guys. They are great to talk with, and they're a lot of fun.
Yep.
These guys really do care about the charities that they do. You can see it in their eyes when you're talking with them, and you can hear it just with the passion that they're speaking about it. So that was one of my major high points for being at the convention.
Yep. Yeah, that's for sure.
Getting to see these guys, getting to talk with them, and we were nobodies.
Yeah.
We just mentioned that we like what you guys are doing, and do you think you have a minute or two to talk? Oh yeah, sure, no problem. And that was fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Really
they didn't have to, but they did. That is amazing. So, Ontario Ghostbusters out there, if you're listening, congratulations, guys. You are truly, truly amazing people.
All in all, a good Comic-Con experience.
Very much so. And I think this winds us down.
Yeah.
You got anything else you got to say?
No, I was just going to say right down until the last bus ride home, it was a good experience.
Yeah, the bus ride home was a little bit packed, but we made it.
It was good.
And we're good.
We survived Comic-Con.
Survived Comic-Con one day. Next trip, we're going more than once.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through multiple days. So, This is DJ Padawan saying good night.
DJ Bodabo.
See you guys possibly next week.
Possibly.
And hopefully have some new news for you then. This brings our Comic-Con news down to the end, and we might start up with some more anime, because Anime North is coming.
Yes.
So, from all of us here, 102.7 Chop FM, good night. We're going to leave you with a song from Nightwish. Here is Wish I Had an Angel.